Hello and welcome to Allot 360 Analysts and Experts. I'm Michael Schachter, and I'm here today to discuss Network Function Virtualization with Ariel Cohen, a Senior Product Manager here at Allot. Hello, Ariel.
Hello, Michael. Happy to be here.
So, Ariel, the first question really is NFV. Is it something real or is it just the new telecom hype?
Well, I'm happy you asked that question because if it were a hype, it would have disappeared already. We see telecom operators heavily engaged in NFV with the intention to transition their legacy-based networks to NFV. Just as an example, Verizon have a huge NFV project going on called VCP, Verizon Cloud Platform. In this project, they have transitioned some of their core networks to NFV. They are in the process of adding automation to these networks with the intention to progress towards 5G networks in the future. To support all of this activity, they have deployed NFV labs with more than 10,000 physical servers just for NFV. So this is just one example of one operator. Definitely no hype, it's a reality.
So Ariel, besides this Verizon example, what is happening in the industry? Tier 1s, Tier 2s?
Well, most operators, Tier 1, Tier 2s, and actually really most of them are heavily engaged in NFV. We see NFV infrastructure such as OpenStack and VMware evolving all the time and becoming more suitable for NFV-based telecom networks. We see orchestrators that manage this whole thing moving towards end-to-end service orchestration and progressing towards closed-loop automation. 5G is what's next for all of us, with new and fantastic use cases such as ultra-low latency for connected cars or 4K streaming to your mobile device. 5G core network technology is based on NFV, and we see operators that are planning or actually deploying 5G networks in select locations even during 2019. On the downside, the standards are still evolving, which means there's no one way of doing things. This means that vendors and operators need to work together to make it happen.
So Ariel, you mentioned OpenStack and VMware, which are the leading platforms. Where is Allot in regards to these two modes of operation?
Well, we're in both of them. Allot's entire portfolio may be deployed on OpenStack or VMware. We are seeing that most operators have chosen to use OpenStack as their NFV infrastructure. However, some of Allot's major Tier 1 operators have chosen VMware, and we support that too.
So you mentioned that the Allot portfolio is already NFV compliant, but where is it already deployed?
Well, we have deployed an IoT security solution on OpenStack. This is actually a very interesting use case where almost entire Allot portfolio, both user plane and control plane, are deployed on OpenStack to provide IoT security services for enterprise-based IoT devices. This is a use case where customers generate a monthly revenue stream for the operator offering this value-added service. We are about to deploy also our virtual, fully scalable service gateway for another Tier 1 operator, this time on VMware, to provide security services for customers and protect them from connecting to illicit websites. We also have several POCs going on, and I'm sure that some of them will mature and blossom to be production networks.
So you mentioned in addition to the actual deployments that there are POCs that will hopefully blossom into actual projects. What goes into planning a POC? Is it a difficult project to bring up?
Well, Michael, no two NFV POCs are alike. So it's very important to have a very clear solution description before we start. And this description should answer questions such as, what is the infrastructure used? Are we using VMware or OpenStack? What kind of automation is required in this POC? What level of automation and who is doing this automation? What are the integration points to third-party vendors such as PCRF or pGateway? What is the expected performance and capacity? And maybe there are specific POC features that are required per POC. So we really need to sort that out, but you can be sure that we have lots of experience in doing that, and we will surely guide our customer towards a successful POC.
Thank you, Ariel.
Thank you.
That brings this session to a close. See you at the next Allot 360.